Let's say you were offering several weeks of summer camp programs and you wanted a way to keep track of which children were enrolled in which week, perhaps even generate a roster or roll call sheet, and maybe even bill the families depending on what week they had signed up for. Well, the first thing to do would be to go to Configuration, System Settings, and come down under the Data Management heading here, and we're going to look for under Tracking Items. There's an item called Global Tracking, or we could make this a local tracking. I'm going to choose Global. We'll double click here. And since each child in the family might be assigned to different weeks, we're going to make this a child-related tracking category. We're going to create a new group, and we'll call the group Summer Camp. And then we'll decide what type of item it is. Since a child might be assigned to more than 1 week of camp, we're going to make this a multi-item. And then I'll hit enter a couple of times. It'll add it down to the bottom of the list. Click the plus sign next to it. Now you can add items within here. So I might have an item called week 1, and if I had a limit of how many children could sign up for that, I could have this alert me after I had assigned it, say, to 20 children or something like that. And then I'll tap enter a couple more times, and we'll add a new one, week 2, and we'll just skip the limit on that for now, and tab down to the next line, week 3. So it'd be real easy to create as many weeks or programs for camp as you needed to here. Now that we've got these created, I'm going to click Save. And if I wanted to, I could change the position on the week. Maybe I want summer camp to be at the top of my list, so I'll just kind of click the up arrow there and move it up to the top. And then what locations am I going to offer summer camp at? I can use this expose button here. If I click right on the word expose, it'll make it available to all my locations. We'll say OK. And then I'm going to go into Family Data and Accounting and assign the weeks to certain children. So I'll pick a child in a family, click on the tracking icon on the child toolbar, and there's summer camp listed at the top, and let's say that child's going to be here for week 1 and week 2. And then we'll click Save and Exit, and we'll assign maybe a couple more children. So we'll pick somebody here, and we'll go to Tracking and assign them to maybe week 1 and week 3, whatever is appropriate. And let's pick someone else as well, and we'll assign this child to 1 or 2 weeks of tracking, maybe all 3 weeks in this case. So now I've got children assigned to several different weeks. So now we might want to print a roster showing the number of children, and we can do that under Reports at the top, under Family Data, and there's a section here called Tracking Reports. And here you can get just a simple roster, just basically with their names, and you pick summer camp, click Run Report, and you get a list of everybody in each week of camp. You might want to do something more like a roll call sheet. You could do that if you go to Roll Call Sheets, and maybe you want to run a 5-day roll call sheet. You could then use the filter here, and you could say only include children who are in week 1, and then you could very quickly run a report and get a list of all the week 1 kids. So that would be another way of doing it. Last thing you might want to do is how you can charge the families those summer camp fees. Well, you could certainly go one ledger card at a time using the ledger icon here and charge a single fee to a single family. But you may want to charge a batch of children all at once, like charge everybody a week 1 fee. So you can go to the Functions menu, Family Accounting, and Automated Billing, and we have a choice here called Selected Account Billing. So only the accounts we select will get charged. We'll go to our filter here, and we want to charge only families that have a child who's part of a visible account whose child tracking is summer camp week 1, and we'll click Exit, and now those are the only families selected. And then we could choose a description, which would probably be summer camp, and we could put in whatever the amount for most of the children in week 1 would be. Split amount means if there were more than one payer assigned, like 2 separate families assigned, it would split the amount between them. And then we could put a comment in here, maybe session 1 or week 1 or something like that. Okay, and we'll click Next, and it gives us a list of all the children assigned to that tracking item, to that week of camp, and then we can mark them all at once. And if you needed to make an individual change, you could certainly do that. You can type over that for some reason. This family's rate was a little different. You could type in a new rate, or you could uncheck somebody and not include them. And then all you have to do is click Post, and yes, it'll post those items, and everything was posted. We exit, and that's all there is to it.